It is 22nd of August 2026. I find myself in Sweden in a town which is called Växjö. I'm still not quite sure how exactly it's called. Sorry for my pronunciation. But yeah, that's not the case. Today is my birthday. I'm turning 18 and celebrating my birthday in this wonderful place. I'm surrounded by lakes, Swedish signs, if you know what I mean. And yeah, I mean, the weather is great. I really like it here. It's just perfect. It's not hot. I mean, I'm loving it. I live in Spain. In Spain, it's usually so damn hot, but here, just incredible, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, I've got in the city like an hour ago, or maybe two hours ago, something like that. I already passed through a city center. Unfortunately, I didn't get any footage from there, but I did actually enter local record store, and wow, that actually really surprised me that here in Sweden, in a small town, I entered a local record store, and there were like an old school local, not local, but Swedish records, metal records. Like, for example, I found their In Flames Lunar Strain. One of my favorite albums even to these days. So found the last album of At the Gates, Ghost of the Future Dead. And many other albums actually. So yeah, that's really surprised me, but yeah. So here I am in Sweden. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it here. It's really beautiful here, really green. I'm loving it. Really wonderful birthday, let me tell you. But yeah, I think that I'm already speaking too much, so I just want to tell just shortly about my plans. So today, just in a few hours, so right now I'm in this town of Växjö, but in a few hours I'm going to the city of Gothenburg. And yeah, I mean, I'm super excited to visit. And right now I'm going to the castle. Here's some castle close to this town. So take a look at the castle, take a walk around the park, around the surrounding area, I guess. And yeah, after that, I'll head to the Gothenburg itself. So, see in the castle. So here, as we can see, the castle itself definitely wasn't built during medieval times. I believe it was built somewhere in the 19th century, something like that. You can tell that it wasn't built for defensive purposes. It's just built for fun, you know what I mean. And yeah, I mean, it's really beautiful here, surrounded with a park. It's really nice here, loving it. And yeah, also, as far as I understand, right now this castle, the purpose of this castle is that now it's some kind of restaurant or something like that. But anyway, that's not the case. Like, I came to Sweden today and I did a huge mistake. By some accident, I got this kind of socks on me. I really don't know how it happened, but now I'm feared for my life. Not gonna lie. But yeah, the castle looks pretty good though. Got a bit interrupted, but yeah. Yeah, man, castle looks good. Oh yeah, now I think I'll go to the center of the city, take a little walk, maybe I'll shoot something from the center of the city. Yeah, yeah, sounds pretty good. I think that's exactly what I will do. So I got to the city center of this town. So I'm not quite sure how exactly it's pronounced. But yeah, behind me you can see the windmill. Somewhere over there you can actually see a church. Oh, here's some wooden structure, but yeah, somewhere there gotta be a church. Not quite sure if you saw it or not, but believe me, trust me, there is a church, there is a cathedral. If I go with the right name, of course. So yeah. Anyway, now just in 5 minutes, the train will arrive and we'll head to the Gothenburg. And yeah, I'm super excited. So see you there, I guess. See ya. So I already arrived in Gothenburg, and the first thing that I literally saw after getting from the train station is posters like that, Amon Marv, Gothenburg, whatever. Sorry for my pronunciation, Bringer or Brunner, whatever it is. Yeah, by the way, today they've got they're actually playing tours today. So here in Flames, Dark Tranquility, Napalm Death, other bands. They're playing today on my birthday, but I'm not coming. I'm not coming because yeah, I would actually come for Dark Tranquility, but unfortunately they're not playing right now. So yeah, I wouldn't really go for In Flames. If I'm not wrong, they will be playing like an hour or something like that. And no, I wouldn't go for them. I would go for Amon and Marv though, but they're not playing on this. They're not playing today, so something like that. Yeah, but here I'm in Gothenburg. I'm ready to explore the city. So yeah, signing off. I'll show you more of this stuff. So I teleport from 22nd of August, 22nd, whatever. I teleport myself to the 23rd of August, and right now I am in the center of the city of Gothenburg, behind some cathedral. Oh yeah, and yeah, man, I got really sick. First I didn't film a lot. Let me actually show some more of the cathedral. I found really interesting. That's why I chose the spot to record. So yeah, so what I mean is that I got really sick, and at first I didn't really record a lot yesterday. So today, most of the day was just sleeping and recovering, as it said. And so yeah, but yeah, about cathedral, very really interesting. Like for example, look at the chapel. I guess it's a chapel. Look at the roof of this church. What it means that gets really interesting, distinct greenish color. And that's what I actually noticed a lot in Gothenburg. Like, check out this building, for example. Like, Gothenburg really got this, all of this green roofs, greenish roofs. I know. I don't really know what color it is. It's something between blue and green, really. Something like that. But yeah, really interesting. Anyway, right now we're in the center of the city, and yeah, let's explore the city. So I've got to Haga, and what I've noticed is that here are really so many houses that are made out of wood. Like this one is made with wood for sure. This one I'm not quite sure, but looks like it's made from wood. Yeah, but the windows is definitely made from wood. Actually, I won't be sticking my camera through the windows because, yeah, privacy, all this kind of stuff. Especially considering the fact that Swedes, they don't close their windows, like I mean the curtains. So yeah, but anyway, yeah, that's how it looks. Oh, we actually have here some brick buildings. That's more of the new thing, new building. And but yeah, I think that when Haga was built, it was mostly this kind of building. Not exactly like this, but wooden. They were made out of wood. So now I'll go deeper into Haga and I'll show you more of the stuff. Sounds pretty good. Right now I'm getting up to the fortress. It is called Skansinkonen, or my Swedish accent. Yeah, but anyway, here we are. Damn, what it is. What an interesting kind of flowers. But yeah, what it means that in case we want to get to this forest, we actually gotta pass through this kind of wilderness. You know, it's just like in Rio de Janeiro, when you want to get on the top of that mountain, you also gotta pass through the wilderness. I mean, I've never been to Rio de Janeiro, but I've got YouTube. I pay my internet bills, even though those are my parents that are paying for it. But yeah, anyway, so we're getting up there and we'll take a closer look at the forest. We actually can see some defensive walls. They're still there. And oh, hold on. Are they really that huge? Hold on. Look at that. Really thick. Muy impresionante, as I said in Spain, I guess. Even though I'm not quite sure if they say it like that. Yeah, but anyway. Now I'm going to experience my hiking abilities and yeah, see you on the top of that fortress. So here we go to the forest itself. Personally, right now it's in reconstruction. But yeah, I can visualize. I don't know how it looks like without this stuff, but yeah, looks really nice. Here we can see the view in the city. Firstly, because of my camera, the view is not as great as in real life. But yeah, it's really nice. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. There's the forest. Now I'm going down. Again, well, I mean, here are cannons. So, cannons, yeah. Oh, hold on. No, that's actually really beautiful. Yeah, like really beautiful. Again, we can see this Gothenburg style roofs, this bluish greenish kind of stuff. And I actually want to take a look closer at it. What's going on with my voice? And also voice. But yeah, so I got from the forest and yeah, it looks how they built, what kind of forest they built to defend from Danes and Norwegians. And they were at the same crown anyway when that fortress was built. But yeah, man, that was really interesting to take a look at all this stuff. So yeah, right now thinking walk more around Haga or do something else. I don't know, but yeah, man, I think that there is more things to see. Even about a man. So yeah, but yeah, I would take a little walk, especially finally they got lights on, so that's not that I'm really afraid to walk at night without lights, you know. Just my camera, you know, doesn't capture me and everything that surrounds me. So I'll take a walk more around Haga and I'll see what this stuff looks like. When I was thinking where to go to celebrate my birthday, I was actually thinking to go to other cities in Sweden. I mean, I was sure that I would go to Växjö, to that town in the central Sweden. But yeah, when it was also possible that I would stay there the whole time I would stay there, when the tickets were different. I was really just looking at the price, what price was the best. So, got here some pop. It's really nice, some Irish style. Very nice. But yeah, I was actually thinking to go to the city of Kalmar. It's got really interesting history, really interesting Baltic history, so I was also thinking to go there, but unfortunately there were no tickets at a good price. I mean, I could go to Växjö, to Kalmar and back. And yeah, Gothenburg is really a special place for me, especially considering the fact that I have recently released my EP, my short album, mini album, EP. So yeah, I think this would be not dumb, but no. Why am I taking this route? Let's go here. Actually, here, I know. What an interesting cafe. Oh, cinnamon buns, or what it is. But yeah, man, Gothenburg. I don't regret that I came here. It is 24th of August, and right now I'm staying at the same place where I started recording when I was at the train station. As you can see now, there are no more of those posters, but yeah, something like that. Posters come, posters go, all this stuff. I was just lucky enough to see those posters when I got here during my birthday, 22nd of August. But yeah, anyway, just in 20 minutes or so, I'm in Gothenburg, and yeah, it's really a pity that I didn't see much of the city. I just want to capture some of the moments right now, since I'm leaving pretty soon. So yeah, and I still have a fever. It's like that one Dimension Zero song, Silent Night Fever, Madness My Blue, or if you know what I mean. But yeah, I have a fever, so it's pretty hot, but yeah, we're in Sweden. It's okay, it's alright. It's usually not hot, so yeah. So I mean, yeah, that's how it looks like. Next to the train station. Again, many trams here. Really cool, what can I say? But wanna be honest, sometimes I'm actually kind of afraid to cross the walk. Especially considering the fact that here are really many cyclists and stuff like that. So really gotta watch out. Really a lot of control things. Yeah, but that's actually really cool that they have bike lanes here. It's really nice. I've never seen any cities with that much of bike lanes here. It's really nice. So I wish I could take a ride on a bike here, but I fear that locals would kill me because, don't know local rules and other stuff. Also because of my socks, even though I've already changed them. Now I have Norwegian socks. I'll show you them a bit later. But yeah, so basically the center of the city mostly looks just like that. Trams, houses that were built somewhere in the 18th century, I believe, with a blue cover. It looks really nice. Got that northern style, if you know what I mean. Northern style city. So yeah, so it's really crowded here. When I was recording yesterday, there weren't really that much of people. But now, damn, it's so crowded. So yeah, then now maybe I'll go further down the road. Seems like there are more of the architecture stuff going on. So here's a mall. Really crowded here. So I think I will just go down the road and I will show you some of the architectural stuff. And yeah, I mean, it sounds pretty good. That's it. So we've got to the what I believe is the main square. Over here we can see a port, and there is actually a ship that I actually believe that it's a ship that is popular, if I'm not wrong. There was like an expedition that went to America, because Gothenburg back in days used to be a place where Swedes went to America from. They also had some colonies, if I'm not wrong, in state of modern-day Vermont. So yeah, that would be really nice to take a look at it, but unfortunately I don't have that much time. So I better show you a statue. I guess it's King Gustavus II? Gustavus Adolphus? I can't really tell, excuse me. Not really, I like history, but yeah, I still kind of confuse the names sometimes. But yeah, anyway, I believe that it's a guy who got really popular during 30 Years' War, and apparently he also built the city of Gothenburg. I feel like you can see many tourists. Yeah, because it's actually a pretty new town, new city. It was built like in 17th century, if I'm not wrong. So all these things date back from those times. I actually want to show you some canals, and I want to show you. I want to change to the front camera because yeah, let's do it. Yeah, by the way, I also want to show you. I've got this stuff. The original socks. Oh yeah. So yeah, I'll change to the front camera and I'll keep on talking. So here we got those canals. I believe that it was really popularized by the Dutch. I believe that because many cities that were located in the northern part of Europe, they were built in this kind of stuff. So there are the canals, the bridges that look like that, also the houses that look like that. I mean, yeah, it's really interesting. I've been to Netherlands, but fortunately I haven't been to Amsterdam or shit like that. I've been only to a little town that's called Den Helder. Met with a friend of mine whom I haven't seen for 5 years. And so yeah, it's really a pity that I didn't see Amsterdam or another big city in the area. But yeah, man, here I'm in Gothenburg, and yeah, looks really nice. I mean, yeah, I'm loving it. Here we can see the church. Also, what I want to notice is that Gothenburg is actually not that big of a city. Like, it looks like a big city, but in fact it's not really a big city. What's going on with my hair? Doesn't matter. Yeah, so you can like literally cross the whole city. Well, at least on bus you can cross it for like less than an hour, I believe. And yeah, I mean, after all, I'm talking about the old center of the city. So of course, back in the day, guys didn't build cities that were that huge. But yeah, so